The Indian Hindi film industry, or Bollywood as many would like to call it, is officially in one of its worst periods. The revenue generated from theatre releases in 2022 is one of the lowest ever. While you might be told that it is because of the fact that all businesses suffered after the pandemic and the Hindi film industry is no exception, there are many more underlying reasons which make more sense. Here is an interesting number for you. Out of the 46 odd Hindi movies released this year, only 5 were able to get the status of clean hits. This means that the success rate of Hindi movies in theatres, according to the above mentioned number, is, hold your breath, 11%. First things first, only because a few Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, and Telugu movies worked this year does not mean that the industries down south are doing wonders. The problem exists across the board. It is just that for Hindi cinema, the situation has been worse in comparison. Surprisingly, the ticket prices for movies have gone up by a staggering 30 to 40% from the pre-pandemic era. The highest single-day footfall for Hindi movies was seen on 23rd September 2022. What was so special about that day, you ask? The content was not too different, but the ticket price was 75 rupees for all the movies.
The game of trends.
क्या गोची है भाई? Talking specifically about the content, the makers have grossly underestimated the importance of trends in Hindi cinema and catered to the wrong content at the wrong times. The first half of the 2010s saw the success of those Hindi movies which were usually remakes from the south. These include all Salman Khan and Akshay Kumar hits from that period. While the second half, from 2015, saw the rise of message-driven movies, or as many would call it, the Ayushman Khurrana period, during which small-scale movies witnessed tremendous success. But as it happens with every trend, it subsided, and the makers are still not ready to accept it. Well, for proof, look at the performance of his recent movies.
The curious case of marketing and distribution.
The marketing gigs are not working for the Hindi movies. The usual city tours, university visits, cameos in TV serials, music videos, or even controversies, nothing is working for the Hindi cinema, which has brought about an urgent need to reinvent the marketing strategies for the movies to create a positive buzz amongst the audience, something which hasn't happened for years. Unity is not the word that is used in Hindi cinema often, and here is an example. There are 52 weekends in a year, and a handful of big budgeted movies released in a year, including those featuring huge stars. So how difficult is it for them to have a separate release date? A Marvel and a DC movie would rarely release on the same day, but an Amir and Akshay movie will. The reason? We shall never know.
Yanaraskala. Mind it.
Remakes have always been a phenomenon in all industries, but their success rate for Hindi cinema in the recent past is terrible. In the day and age of social media where the word of mouth about a movie spreads faster than ever before, remaking a movie or even announcing a remake already creates a negative buzz for it. The audience has never been as empowered as it is today. An average audience is not going to wait for a Saturday morning newspaper to read the review of a movie that was released 24 hours ago, but read it the very next hour after the 8 am show. Any sort of mediocrity in content or intention will come with a huge price, as it did in several cases this year. This is not the first time that Hindi cinema has been in trouble like this. There were times in the 1960s, 80s, and even the earlier part of this decade when television and VHS were seen as a greater threat to cinema than what OTT seems to be right now. But the question is the Hindi cinema taking too long to smell the coffee?